Hi, I'm Ian McGugan of the Report on Business. I'm here today with my good friend and colleague, Brian Milner. And Brian, for once we agree on something.
Exactly.
We think that Ottawa's obsession with a balanced budget is a bit simple-minded, wouldn't you say?
It's more than a bit. It's completely simple-minded, and governments that pander to the balanced budget loonies out there are making a big mistake.
I couldn't agree more. I mean, simply keeping the same ratio of debt to GDP would be fine from my perspective, maybe even spending more aggressively to do the right things.
You can even reduce that ratio just by growing your economy, but you can't grow your economy if you're not spending any money in bad times.
But the thing we disagree on is how to do that exactly. Now, you're a fan of a proposal for an infrastructure bank, as I understand.
Well, I don't think that all these decisions, I think they're too important to leave in the hands of politicians who have a very short-term view of life, which is how do I get elected the next time I'm running. I think the best way to deal with very long-term projects like infrastructure is to set up a bank separate from government that does the financing and arranges the capital.
But who runs such a bank?
Well, it would be in the hands basically of an independent board, not unlike, say, a central bank, where the people who run it report to government, but they have an independence in terms of their ability to tap capital markets, to form deals, and to approve projects.
But when I think about large organizations run by technocrats, I think of organizations like Hydro One. These are not huge successes.
No, they're not. I mean, the whole hydro experiment in Ontario has been a mess for 30 years, and it continues to be. I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about giving the technocrats the keys. I'm thinking more along the lines of the European Investment Bank, which does do infrastructure funding across Europe and has very strict protocols, very strict monitoring, and does not have a big bureaucracy, and gets things done so that bridges can get built and roads can get fixed.
Well, we'll see. As always, Brian, I'm touched by your childlike faith in man's better nature.
I'm an optimist, you know that.
I do. One way or the other, though, I hope politicians are listening to our plea for a little bit less emphasis on this balanced budget mania.
Exactly.